everyone, my name's Lauren and today I'm going to be showing you and sharing with you an art project I've been doing for A-level art for the past, I'm gonna say like a month honestly, maybe it's a little bit less than a month, but that's kind of like how long we've been planning and doing it. So this is my painting, this is my friend, and it is an oil painting with like an acrylic base. It's this massive wooden board that we've like primed and gessoed and stuff. This took me the longest, definitely, because the colour mixing, oh my gosh, the colour mixing. I was using a reference image that I'd taken in the studio and like making the colours up on my palette and then matching it to that photograph and then painting it. I did a green base for many reasons. Kind of wanted to choose a colour that I felt like she wore a lot, and because she wears it a lot, it's like obviously very complementary to her skin tones. And although this has been like the bane of my existence for the past 3 weeks, the green, because it's so like counterintuitive to put purple on green, because it just makes the purple of the skin tone look even more purple, and it's just something you have to like persist with and just like pretend that it's not looking like purple Shrek. I'm going to be keeping some of the green in there. Like I really like, oh that's my knee, I really like on the waterline of the eye how the green's there. I just feel like it makes the colour tones pop a lot more. Down here I've been doing this week, and this face is actually taken me like 4 hours, which by comparison to that was very speedy. And that's because I wasn't having to mix any of the colours and do colour matching. This one, for the coloured, is kind of like a known rule that you're not meant to use black, because it kind of makes the rest of the colours and like the contrast like feel really dull. So any like areas that look black, like on the eye, it's actually a mixture of a blue and a brown. Whereas on the black and white one, I did use black oil paint and white oil paint, and that was it, just mixing up the tones. And I found that I wasn't blending many of the, like I wasn't creating colour tones on my palette and then painting it on. I was just kind of going, oh, does this need to be light, does this need to be darker, and then like blending the tones together. And that meant that it was a lot quicker doing this one. These I did with modelling fluid. And I made a template, I'll put it up on the screen, so that I would just have some raised areas. And my main story for this portrait is that she's looking very stoic and like confident here, and that's like what she presents so well, but these are like her inner feelings, and it's kind of like breaking through, and this like anguish is becoming a greater part of her. And so to show this, I wanted there to be loads of like glitches everywhere. So I'm now further out of breath because I've just put up my easel, which I've never used before, and it was quite difficult. But I feel like when you put it on an easel, you can see how like actually massive this board is. As it gets closer to this black and white portrait, like near the bottom, for it to be more desaturated. I will be very happy when this big expanse of green is gone. Shrek is leaving. So we are moving on to the clothes. I have finished the flower, which I'm actually really happy with, and I've got some more of the patterns on the shirt. After finishing the majority of the painting, bar a couple of details like the eyelashes and some like the finer hairs, I had to start tackling the glitches. So I'd originally planned to do these very vibrant like neon colours, which I'd experimented with, and do these using like a tape transfer technique. But when I put these on, like I just placed them around that I'd made, and I just felt like the colours, they just didn't fit with the colour scheme of her skin tone. Without them, the piece looked really vibrant, but when you added these really saturated colours, it made the whole piece seem a bit dull. I went on a development spree trying to find another technique to do the glitches with. For the final result of the glitches, I actually decided to distort the photos that I'd taken as the reference image manually by printing them off and then cutting them into vertical strips and then misaligning them. And I think that this worked really well because it blended into the portrait enough so it wasn't like too distracting, and also it's in black and white because I wanted the colours of the actual painting to pop more than the photos. After filling in all of the white rectangles that have been raised with modelling paste with the distorted photos, I thought that the glitches, they weren't doing enough. They weren't impactful enough on the entire composition. I also wanted to tie in the green a lot more as well, because now that I had lost the massive green space where the clothes are, I felt like the green left in the face kind of looked a bit disconnected. So to tie these things together, I actually decided to add in some green glitches with acrylic paint. So to create the like harsh edges needed for the glitches, I used masking tape, and then with a palette knife I scraped the acrylic paint over the board, and this actually gave a really kind of pixely texture, which I love because it gives that technological feel. So this is the final painting complete, and I am actually so happy with the composition and how it's turned out. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more A-level art process and progress videos, then give this video a like and tell me in the comments what you'd like to see, because I really want to do some more art videos on my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!